And so what we're going to do is we'll go ahead and, so we're kind of transitioning from classic PM tasks into prototyping. And I will give an example of something that I have built. So we're going to go ahead and move out of this repo. So that kind of covers everything we had for that. And we're going to go ahead and open a new project here. Okay, so this is a thing that I've been working on. It is not related to the task flow at all. This is something different. So it's called the TikTok recipe bot, and I will show how it works. So here's the prototype that I built, and we'll use it to kind of give some examples here. But basically, right now, so let's say you are on TikTok and you find one of these really good-looking videos of something that you want to make. Then if you have this recipe, then they can be really frustrating to actually create because you look at them and they sort of show the steps, but they don't like ever really give you the actual recipe. Or, okay, this person, kind of classic engagement tactic, right? Comment recipe and I'll DM it to you. I think we're all familiar with that tactic, but it's like, how do you actually make this recipe? And so this is something I built for my girlfriend where she goes to actually make them, and then they're very frustrating to make. And so what this does is you can give it a TikTok video and it'll extract the recipe. So what's happening here in the back end is it is downloading the video using, there's like APIs that already exist for that. And then it is giving it to Gemini. And Gemini, I think right now is the only model that can consume video, which is actually pretty awesome. So you can give it a video and it will actually watch it and understand the sound and everything that's happening. And it also grabs the caption in case there's instructions there. And then it formats it into like this really nice recipe.
Wow.
And so this was something that I did build with Codex. And I learned a couple of very important things about how you can use these coding agents to do much bigger amounts of work at once. Oh, and then you can also download the PDF. So I'm pretty happy with this feature. I feel like it turned out really well.
Yeah.
And I learned a lot about sort of coding with AI from it. And so the most frustrating thing about when you're using these agents to code, especially if you try to have them one shot, where just you give it something and then it actually gets the output in a way that you actually want. It can be very frustrating because you tell it to do something and then it'll either, get completely messed up somewhere in there, and then pretty much no matter what, they will say that they did it right. They will tell you, oh, I completed the work, the feature works perfectly, and then you go to test it and it looks bad and it doesn't perform well, or it does usually, like, it might not even work at all, or the features completely don't work. And so what we'll kind of cover here is how can you create like really, really good specs up front so that when AI does go to do the work, it's much higher quality. So there's kind of two aspects to it. One is the design. So one thing that sort of comes up a lot is that AI is like, it kind of can do UI, but it will never be like that good or that consistent. So we'll cover how can you make your designs of like what the AI actually builds look good, and then how can you actually have it test itself. And that is one thing that I think really starts turning a vibe coder or a product management builder or a full stack PM from just someone who's building like these prototypes and they're pretty hacky to someone who's like actually doing some like real vibe engineering.
I hope you enjoyed that short clip. You can check out the full episode here.